You're listening to Hotep Ish with your host, Dewan B. Intelligent Ish Talk, intelligent shit talk, where we balance the profound with the profane. Political satire, celebrity and expert guests, information and entertainment, conversation and solutions. Leave your feelings at the door.
Y'all to do what I was just doing. It took me a little bit because I had to post this in my Instagram story, because in the Instagram story you can put the link, tag the link to the show. So I had to go to my Instagram story, tag the link to the show, and said, tune y'all punk asses on in. Then I had to go over to Twitter and do the same thing. Now I'm about to go over to Facebook and do the same thing. You dig? Okay, I put the thumbnail up. Let me hit paste. Yeah, here we go. We live now. There we go. We live now. All right, cool. Welcome, everybody. We about to talk about exposure season. All these, and I've been telling y'all, this 7 of Hearts has been running wild. If y'all think my card reading is bullshit, just go back and read what I've been talking about all year. Let me turn my preaching music on right now. Let me turn that back down. My bad, that jumped up on y'all asses. Let me turn that back down. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, we here. It is exposure season like a MF, boy. Woo! And I'm going to talk about this. See, I'm going to talk about it from a different point of view. We're going to start off talking about the Scruncho, TK Kirkland, because unlike most of these people, I can't say I was there, but when both fights happened, I got a call within a minute of Scruncho whooping TK Kirkland's ass. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. If I'm not mistaken, I think I don't know. No, I don't think Craig was there. I remember Craig calling me. But I remember my boy Antoine was there. There's a few comic friends. No, that's my world out, especially back then. Back then, that's when I was more active in getting out and doing comedy. Now, I just throw my own shows. I don't fuck with most of these niggas. I throw my own shows and go home. But this was back in the day when I was still kind of getting out there a lot and going to those comedy clubs trying to show my face, trying to thinking that, you know what I mean? If I just come around here longer, they're gonna start picking me to do comedy. And I realized shortly around the time of this TK Kirkland fight and Scruncho that, you know what? Man, fuck Hollywood. I'm doing this shit on my own, goddammit. These was those years. And if Hollywood want to fuck with me, they're going to fuck with me on my terms, not theirs. Anyway, I remember when the shit happened. I got a call within probably, TK was probably still laid out when I got that call. And I'm not going to say I don't really know TK. I met him. I said hi to him. I've been cordial. He's been nothing but respectful when I've talked to him. But Scruncho, I'm cool with Scruncho. I love Scruncho. I got nothing but love for Scruncho. And we supposed to be. I've been saying I'm gonna interview Scruncho on this show for a year now, and it's just that I ain't been doing my interviews. But I'm doing my interviews again. I was supposed to interview Slauson Girl yesterday. We pushed that off till Monday, and I will be interviewing Scruncho pretty soon. Just whatever his schedule says. But I remember when the shit first popped off. For those of you who don't know, TK Kirkland was going around with Scruncho. Well, it started off with Scruncho was on 5150, and he told the story about him whooping up on TK Kirkland. And again, I wasn't there, but I remember hearing the story from everybody who was there at the moment it happened, and everybody told the same goddamn story for the most part. And then not one person's story includes Scruncho holding a pipe. I want to dispel that rumor off top. Like TK Kirkland said, yeah, basically he whooped me. Like he knocked me out, but he hit me with a pipe. Now I've heard stories on both ends. I've heard stories saying Scruncho came from the side. I've heard people tell me he came from behind. I've heard people tell me, stories get mixed up. How he hit him, whether it was from the side or straight up, those stories I got were conflicting from different people. But everybody said that Scruncho's fist hit that motherfucker, not no goddamn pipe. So that's what I'm talking about, exposure season. That's my introduction to this. Is this exposure season? Because people like TK have been going around on Vlad TV and all these shows for years, talking about I'm a boss talk, I'm a this talk, I'm a boss, I'm a this, I'm a G, I'm a that. But he called the police on Scruncho after Scruncho whooped his ass? That ain't cool. Our Scruncho calling me right now. That ain't cool. Hey, y'all, hold on one second. I got Scruncho calling me right now. Hold on one second. Scruncho give me some information he want me to tell y'all. So hold on one more second, all right? All right, for sure. Yeah, sorry about. See, live and like speaking of the devil, motherfucker. Right, we talking about Scruncho gave me a call. Like, cause and he basically we're gonna get Scruncho on the show next week to tell his point of view and this side. But Scruncho, you know, I saw Scruncho sweep this under the rug. You know what I mean? I remember when it happened. All I remember was people like telling Scruncho, man, yeah. You know, he deserved that, blah, blah, blah. And I remember Scruncho at the time really downplaying it. You didn't see Scruncho walking through Hollywood, walking through town, talking about some, oh man, you know, I whooped his ass and he better not fuck with me. Scruncho wasn't doing none of that whole cake ass shit. You know what I mean? He was just like really downplaying it. He was really downplaying it. And like, and so he just told me that he called Corey because TK Kirkland, you know, he's been out there running his mouth and talking a lot lately about a lot of things going on. Now, and I'm not here to get myself involved. I don't have no issues with TK or none of that, nothing personal. But when I know Scruncho, so when I heard the whole hit him with a pipe part, that's what made me be like, hold on, like, nah, we ain't about to do that. I ain't about to have no. I don't want to have no stories running around about a black man coming around behind another black man hitting him with a pipe. No. Y'all can have y'all beat, but like, no. That's not cool to me. You know what I mean? And so, as soon as the lie got put out, it's being dispelled. Because it's all came out because of what TK was doing with Charleston White. Charleston White, for those you don't know, is a provocative brother on the internet who says a lot of things people both agree with and disagree with. Very polarizing figure. I find him very interesting and funny. You know, I don't agree with everything he says, but I don't agree with everything nobody says. Certain things that Charleston White says, I agree with. Certain things I vehemently disagree with. But whether I agree or disagree, that's irrelevant. Charleston White is a man of my heart. He's a man that works with children, and I see the way this brother has, you know, turned himself into an online character basically. And he says it. He's playing a role when he's online, but he always points it back to those kids that he works with. So no matter how I personally feel about anything Charleston White say or how he do something, I'm always gonna salute him for his work. And we need more men out here that are like that. But he basically exposed, because, you know, he talked about how when he went on that Live Nation tour, that tour with TK Kirkland, he basically didn't get paid. And so now I know, you know, he said that, you know, is all kind of tricks being paid. Maybe he doesn't understand that, you know, sometimes this entertainment industry, them checks come real slow. Maybe he jumped the gun, me playing devil's advocate. I don't know. I'm just reporting the news. So it's just been, TK has been someone who for the last 10 years, and he's been around forever. But these Vlad interviews he's been doing over the last decade plus has really revitalized his career. And doing all of these Vlad TV, and Breakfast Club TV interviews, he always talks about being this boss that pays, you know, it pays his way. You know, he a gangster when he need to. And it's like, this is somebody who's been building a reputation talking like this and puffing himself up for the last decade plus. In 1 week, it seemed like all that shit getting exposed and pushed down. You know what I mean? I just looked at the chat room. Y'all niggas are stupid in the chat room. Breeze Omega said, I ain't looked at the chat room. Welcome, chat room. My bad, I've been rude. Y'all know I don't like looking at y'all because y'all be throwing my train of thought off. Damn, I got 300 motherfuckers in here already. Salute to everybody up in here across platforms. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that shit. Twitch. Yeah, I ain't welcome chat room. I'm over here rude. I ain't even say nothing to y'all. But y'all stupid, y'all. What's up, Great Black Shark, Miss Porch? Welcome chat room. Somebody said I heard Charleston White was an FBI informant. Look, Charleston White every day tells you he calls the police on people who do wrong. What more do you need to know, brother Jesse Kilgore? I don't know if he's an informant or not, but whether he is or not, he literally tells you every day. He tells on that. That's his whole shtick. You do something, I'm telling. Like, what more do you need to know? I don't. Okay, he's a police informant. Whoop-de-doo. Like, okay, the water's wet, the sky's blue. What else you want me to say? all he do is tell people he teach. So look, and I'm the kind of person. Let me say something. And when you hear me talk about people, I'm let me see here. Let me see. Look, let me get on camera for a little bit. I'm over here. I don't want to have my whole camera up because my room back here dirty than a motherfucker. If I have the whole camera, y'all see all kind of shit behind there that I don't want you niggas seeing. But anyway, see, when it comes to Charleston White, I'm the kind of person, I look at him the same way I look at, say, Star from the Star Report. I'm with you. If I'm cool with people being 100 with who they are. Like, I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to like you. None of that. But if you are the authentic brand of what you say you are, I have nothing but respect for it. Even though I may not get down with that get down. You know what I mean? Like Star Report, he tells you, I'm a snitch. I'm an objective hater. Like, and then he goes to hating. I respect that. What I don't respect, and I don't want to needle on them too much, but it's people like if you somebody like a Boyce Watkins who say you're a financial guy, but you talk gossip all day, that's when it's like, all right, what is it? You know what I mean? And not even high-level gossip, low-level gossip. Boys to talk about some base-level shit. And I get you know what I mean? And so that's why if you were a snitch and you say you a snitch and that's how you operate, then what you want me to say? Charleston White goes around and says, if I don't like gangsters and if the gangsters, I'm telling. So when people come to me and they're like, okay, Charleston White's an FBI informant, I'm like, I don't know if he is or not. I don't get into all that stuff, that paperwork stuff. That's one rabbit hole I don't even like to go down, because you go down some shit and then the next thing you know, I don't even, y'all, you niggas, the internet's out there. Y'all, if y'all want to do research on somebody, y'all do it your goddamn self. This ain't the channel for that. I just go off what I see. And then after I go off what I see, I read niggas' cards and find out what's really going on. You dig? I'm different. So with Charleston White, he talks shit all day. That's all he do is talk shit and tell you he calling the police. So if you want to go down a rabbit hole further and find out whether or not he's an FBI informant, or that's on you. I got better things to do than to go research. If he's telling me he calls the police any chance he gets, he's telling you he's informing the people who need to be informed. Anyway, so let me turn my music back on. Oh no, it's on. So I just got off the phone with Scruncho again. Scruncho was just telling me that he's gonna we're gonna talk about this next week on this show. Me and Scruncho, we're gonna talk about this. So again, so that was the first fight. Like I said, the story, some people say Scruncho came from the side, but everybody conclude that Scruncho slept him with his fist, not with a pipe. I'm not with all that weapon shit being used. You know what I mean? Like, nah, let's not go there with it. Let's not go to all these weapon talk and all that shit. Let's not do that. And then the second fight happened at the Comedy Store, and that's another one. I was supposed to be there that night. That was one of those nights. That was one of those nights that I was like, man, I'm gonna meet y'all at the Comedy Store tonight. And then last minute, I was like, and I didn't go. Oh shit, this video has 32,000 views now? Shit. This video had like 1,000 views like yesterday. I'ma play it. Let me mute it. Here we go. I doubt I get a copyright strike for this. This was the aftermath of it for the most part. Like this is when it was going on. Like, does this look like somebody came from behind? Look at this. Look, that's Scruncho in the gray, in the red cap. And that's TK on the bottom. Scruncho is a strong motherfucker. And then more happened later. That's not on video. So, yeah. So we're going to talk about it more next week in detail. But I'm just saying, exposure. This is the time, man, people got to start being 100 with themselves, man. Be 100. Don't be going out fronting and faking and all that shit. Yeah, Scruncho did admit to being wrong about messing up the comedy, being on the comedy scene. And, I'm telling you right now, Scruncho, we all knew about it. We were, like, niggas would joke with Scruncho. Like, after that, niggas would be like, oh, shit. And Scruncho would be like, man, I don't even want to talk about that, homie. Flat out. I mean, after whooping his ass, Scruncho would be like, well, why did they fight? Good question, Netta. I don't know the specific details, but I'm going to tell you the stories, and I'm going to get to that. But what Scruncho just told me, I'm going to tell you two ways. I remember when it first came out, it was all centered around disrespect. Like TK it wasn't that TK, it was halfway that TK was dealing with a chick that Scruncho was dealing with, but it was more so how he handled it. I remember hearing it back then. TK handled it in a very disrespectful tone. And Scruncho kind of told him, hey man, look out, don't do whoop-de-whamp, whoop-de-whamp. And whatever it was between, I'm not going to get into the details between the women and the Scruncho. I don't do dick pussy politics here. Whatever happened, there was supposedly a conversation saying, hey, bruh, out of respect, don't do whoop-de-whamp, whoop-de-whamp. And then this is the first story I heard when it first happened. And then whatever that agreement was, he said, don't do whoop-de-whamp by the whoop-de-whamp. TK still did whoop-de-whamp by the whoop-de-whamp. So Scruncho had to introduce him to his hands. That's very respectful and respectable because, we don't want gun violence and we don't want weapons being used. And Scruncho didn't use no weapons. That's the honorable thing to do. If a man comes to a man and says, hey, please, out of respect, don't do whoop-de-whamp by the whoop-de-whamp, whatever that whoop-de-whamp is, you fill in the blank to the whoop-de-whamps. If a man comes to another man and says, that's how men get down. Like, oftentimes women be like, men are just barbaric. No, that's how men get out of respect. Men be like, hey, bruh, don't do this, don't do that, man, or boom, 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 wham, wham, wham. And if you got respect for that man, you're going to be like, you know what, bruh, I didn't know it did that to you. And out of respect, whoop-de-wham, whoop-de-wham. And you cannot like the person, but out of respect, that's how you get down. That's how we get down as men. Those of us who are raised as men. Now, if there's a mutual agreement between two men, and then one of the men goes back and breaks that agreement, then at that point, hands get called. Am I right? Hey, Larry, can you call in, Larry? Larry, if you can call in, let me know. Hit the number one. The phone lines ain't open, Larry. Because Larry, I think you were still in LA when that happened. Can you call in right now, Larry? Or you at work? Hit the number one if you can call in, hoe ass nigga. But because I want to hear, cause I think you were still in LA when that happened, Larry. But anyway, but that's hands, like if two men come to an agreement and one man breaks the agreement, then it's time for a meeting of the hands. And apparently after that disagreement, apparently according to what I heard, TK still broke. Call in, Larry. And none of you other niggas call in. I know Larry. I know what area code Larry calling from. There we go. Call in. I remember you was there. You was still in LA. And so I remember when that happened. And so Scruncho, when we got the phone, he said it was a situation surrounding his daughter. I didn't know the daughter part. I did not know the daughter part. It was something about TK sort of disrespecting Scruncho in front of his daughter. The number's on the screen, dumb nigga. Look. God damn. But anyway, Scruncho told TK not to disrespect something with his daughter, and TK still disrespected. So at that point, a meeting of the hands was called. Is this you, Larry?
Yeah, that's me.
First off, Larry, everybody, this is Larry Goodwell from the chat room, the nigga who don't want to see my hands. Because if Scruncho think he knocked out TK Kirkland, nigga, wait till me and you get in the ring. Nigga, I beat your ass like Holyfield beat Buster Douglas.
Okay, well, I'll be out there next month, bitch. Like I said, we can reenact this shit, and I promise you it's going to be a lot different than this, dog. I promise you that.
Yeah, we can have a reenactment, all right? And you're going to turn on like the motherfucking Confederacy and them Civil War reenactments. You're going to lose every time, bitch-ass nigga.
We're going to see.
So, hey,
we're going to see, bitch.
What's your whole ass memories from what happened with this?
So, first of all, my memories aren't hoish, so you need to stop that. But I do recall hearing about that. It was at the store, and it was some disrespect over a woman, and TK was on stage, and Scruncho walked in and whap whap whap. What y'all see on that on the damn video? What y'all see on that video? That's exactly what happened. I was as you were supposed to be up there, and I was too. I was supposed to be up there for another reason, but I ended up not going, and I heard about it later on that evening from a mutual comedy friend that we both have, D. And everything that Brother Scruncho said on 5150, I heard this damn near the exact same story from this person.
Yeah, because
that was actually there.
Because remember, we didn't go that week and we heard about it, so we went the next week, and the next week was when Drake showed up with Mike Epps. That was that week.
I didn't go to you went to the when Drake. I didn't go when Drake was there. You
didn't go that? You didn't go that day? I thought you was there when Drake and Mike Epps was there.
No, I didn't. No. No, because I remember you recorded that. You recorded that, and wait a minute. Hold on.
Remember that picture we all took together? Me, you, Slink, Mike Epps. Remember that?
But that was before Drake. That was at the store, and that was before Drake was there.
Okay.
Drake came after. Yeah, Drake came after that. But
I remember it was all around in that same pocket.
Yeah, it was. It was all that. It was like 13 or 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was 13, 14. Yeah, 14.
I just found the picture on Facebook. Let me put it up on the screen.
But I'm talking about the Scruncho and TK shit. That was 14, right? 13, 14.
Yeah. I just found the picture. Here it is. Let me put that phone number out the way. Hey y'all, this was that. You sure it wasn't that night?
I'm positive it was.
Okay. Well, yeah, this for you, for all you people. I know some people online probably like, them niggas wasn't there. This is Larry and this bitch ass beard in the front, Slink,
looking like a G, looking like a motherfucking G. Look at that boy. That nigga's handsome.
Nigga, you get knocked out like your father used to. Remember on Friday when you said that?
Nah, Ronaldo gay. Nah, my dad didn't get knocked out, and neither did I.
Kevin Tate, Mike Epps. That night was fun, bruh.
Yep.
I mean, that picture, for people thinking, yes, that was taken on the iPhone like 5 or 6, so it wasn't as clear, but that haze ain't because of the iPhone. That's because all the goddamn smoke we had going on.
Yeah. That was an epic smoke session. But yeah, I do. Now, this whole that Scruncho and TK shit, that's been. It just came out in public like recently because of what Scruncho said on 5150. But that shit is old. Like we've all known about that because we're comedians, so we've been knowing about that. Like the public didn't really know about it. So this shit ain't nothing new. This shit old.
This shit. That's what I mean. That's why I had the story up here, exposure season, because it's like, why is this a bit like I can see? Because Scruncho's told the story, but he hasn't really talked about it a lot. But I remember when it first was bubbling. Matter of fact, that's when we was trying to do sports and things, but we kept goddamn being inconsistent. We was gonna do a show that ended up not doing it. Yeah, man. I remember that, bro. Like, goddamn, like this was a long fucking time ago.
It was. It's damn near 10 years ago, dog.
Nigga, we didn't have no gray in our beards. Ha!
Nope, none, dog. Not like none. But you lost weight since then.
Yeah,
you were a lot bigger then. Yeah,
I was a lot bigger back then. But even back then, even though I could have whooped your ass in, just like I could whoop your ass now. Just like if I could lose 200 more pounds and still beat your ass, nigga.
I was just gonna say, dog, you was a hoe ass nigga then, and you're a hoe ass nigga now, and you're gonna leave this earth as a hoe ass nigga. You're going to hoe ass nigga heaven, dog.
Nah, that ain't happening. I told you I'm gonna stuff your bitch ass beard into a paper shredder, knock your chin off your face, bitch.
We gonna see, bitch. Hey, I'm about to hang up this phone and continue watching this broadcast and troll your bitch ass in the comments. Fuck you. Shout out to the mods and everybody checking in. Y'all hit the like button and share this shit.
Get the fuck out of here. Man, they ain't listening to you, bitch. It would be funny that he said broadcast, even though because he act like a broad, bitch ass nigga. Anyway, but according to Scruncho, it was the disrespect that TK had over in front of Scruncho's daughter. See, that takes a whole another level, when you disrespect somebody in front of their kid. You know what I mean? So, yeah, so y'all got to hear Larry on the phone. So y'all get to see. It's not unfair. It's not. People hit me up, be like, "You be so mean to Larry." No, I don't. I'm gonna tell you something. One day I was at the house here, and I was sick like a motherfucking dog. I was coughing and shit, and every time I was coughing, Larry was in the other room laughing his ass off, and I was coughing like I remember I had a big ass cough. That nigga Larry was like, "Ha!" He was like, "Nigga, I hope you sound like you in there dying, nigga." And every time I cough, that nigga be like, "Yeah, die, you old fat ass nigga." And I'm like, man, that's the kind of friend Larry is. So I'll be light on that nigga. So don't be feeling any kind of way. Don't be feeling no kind of sympathy for Larry. I sponsored that nigga from the Afghani war. That's how Larry got here. Larry got here because of that war in Afghanistan. When that 9/11 shit happened, they was looking for some refugees. Some refugees needed to come to America, and the USO was like, "We got this skinny hoe ass nigga over here that, you know what I mean? We'll give you, you want to sponsor in the United States." And I was like, I got you. I got you, USO tour. And that's how Larry got into the United States. So don't let that nigga accent fool you. That motherfucker is straight camel jockey. Before Larry got to America, he trained 7 successful camels in the Saudi Arabia Open camel jockey racing. So don't trip. That nigga was well paid back in his homeland training camels. So don't feel sorry for Larry, all right? Don't feel sorry for that nigga. Do not feel sorry for Larry. I'll stick that nigga's beard into an airplane prop. Anyway. So it's exposure season for real, y'all. it's exposure season for real. And that takes me over to Boyce Watkins and what's going on with him. And this isn't necessarily about Boyce, but the people around Boyce. I'm not, y'all know I've said what I had to say about Boyce, but what's going on around him, I wouldn't wish this on nobody, especially black folks. It's been coming out, it's been exposed that that dude in the middle on the picture you see right there in the middle, that's this dude named Rick Mathis. That's a guy that's filming Boyce Watkins' new movie he got. The producer, some movie he got coming out called B1, Black First. And it's been exposed that Rick Mathis is a woman beater. Not even allegedly. He went to jail for it, apparently. And the woman that he whooped on was put up all kind of pictures on Instagram. And it's like that's going on. And then on the other side, you got that Jay Morrison dude. Looks like he getting exposed again. Jay Morrison, the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, one of his main guys, that was one of his primary investors, the dude that he said invested the most amount of money, came out and said that it's only $700,000 left in a fund that once had $12 million in it. And the dude, Jay Morrison, done bought houses, done all kind of shit, allegedly. But the money is gone. And that got us singing some Earth, and the Fire. After the money's gone, what used to be right is wrong. And broke is all we have. Oh. After the money's gone, what used to be right is wrong. And so people are asking, okay, Jay Morrison, where's the money? And his own people is coming out. Boyce Watkins hasn't said a word yet. Man, Boyce, you led a lot of people in this direction, my brother. I'm waiting on you to say something. Shit, I don't want to go in. I also want to focus on Jay Morrison when it comes to this. But brother, you making that big forehead broad Yvette Carnell look like the smart one here. And I didn't want to believe her. Because she looked like Kid from Kid and Play and she block everybody. But you making her look like, man, come on, what's going on, Boyce? Y'all laughing at my singing? Fuck y'all. After the money's gone, what used to be right is wrong. And empty pockets is all we have. Oh. Oh, my nigga Sonny's hosting a Twitter space saying, don't be Irv Gotti. I'm going to have to go up in that Twitter space later on. Irv Gotti's a hoe. But look at, so Jay Morrison, in people looking for him from this apparent fraud that he's going through, he's been disappeared. But so today I brought this up. I wasn't going to talk about this, but I saw these tweets a couple hours ago. And these tweets right here is what made me go live. Miss D said, I'm no Philip Bailey. Man, that ain't nice. That ain't nice. Who? I know it ain't Philip Bailey. Can y'all support a black man that got vocal cords? West Pitt said, dogs crying. Kiss my ass. All y'all. All y'all can kiss my ass. All right? Take turns, too, while you're doing it. Take turns. Anyway. So, anyway, trying to mess with my singing skills. Y'all ain't right. I thought y'all was supporting me, saying I can't sing. Y'all supposed to be blind followers. The rest of these niggas get blind followers no matter what they do. People like, oh, that was the best thing ever. And y'all, why can't I get some blind followers? Why can't you niggas just close your eyes and say everything I do is good, huh? Y'all gave Jay Morrison 5 years and all y'all got that money blindly, but y'all can't let me sing? I thought we was cool. I thought I was cool in my chat room. I thought I was cool with everybody in my chat room except Bismarck T. That's the only nigga that I know ain't shit in the chat room. Everybody else, I thought I was cool with y'all. Y'all over here giving money to niggas that's going around. And y'all telling me I can't sing. Y'all fucking with my dreams. All right. Yeah, Tariq did kind of call out Jay Morrison a few years ago. I got to give Tariq credit for that. Tariq publicly backed away from Jay Morrison a couple of years ago when he was calling him Dominican Jay. That shit was funny as fuck. I never really got into the Jay Morrison thing. So this is what he said. So this is what made me. This is what made me. What's up, Jay Jimerson? That's right, my man Jay Jimerson came to LA this past week. Shouts out to Jay Jimerson. He visited LA this week. I saw him up at the Improv this past Monday. Hey Jay, you heard the roast battle. You heard us clowning that roast session. I'm gonna play some of the roast session later on. Y'all may see some of Jay Jimerson's in the video. I'm gonna play some of the roast session from the Improv with Corey Holcomb on here later on. But let's talk about this whole ass shit right here first. So Jay Morrison comes out and says, "I will consistently remain the King Jay you have all seen the last 5 years who endured investigations." Hold on. He calls himself King Jay? No, I don't want to take no goddamn calls now. No, matter of fact, let me close Skype. I ain't taking no calls right now. Y'all can call later on if I feel like talking. I'm talking my shit right now. So, here we go. And he said, allegations standard backballing and online attacks with grace and class and will continue to do so with love, leading by example as a man of God should. There you go. There you go. Whenever they bring God and Jesus in it, that's how you know the bullshit is coming. The minute they bring in the Lord, it's like the Lord is the gateway of bullshit. You want to bullshit somebody? Bring up the Lord. Bring up God. Bring up Jesus. That's all you got to do. And before we go further, go to DewanB.com right now. Go to DewanB.com. Go to DewanB.com right now. That's my website. Explore my world, everything that I do. From my business of card reading. Yeah, I'm a mystical ass nigga that talks shit. Yes, I do read cards. I do that. You're going to see the shop. With all my dope shit. The fuck around and find out shirt and mug and the take a seat Karen. All my fuck around and find out merch is going to go out of sale at the end of the month. End of the month, no more of the fuck around and find out t-shirts. So if you want your commemoration of the Alabama ass whooping, you're going to have to get that in the next few days because it's going to be going out. It's bigger than hip hop. Support my documentary by buying the t-shirt. Support my upcoming documentary buying the t-shirt. You dig? All that and more at DewanB.com. DewanB.com. That's the home for all the shit that I do. My Black American Music Family Tree. Get yours right now at DewanB.com. God damn it. All right, back on over to Twitter. Jay Morrison. Appreciate the super chat, DeAndre Mosley. So back to what we're talking about, Jay Morrison. So Jay Morrison comes around and he's being accused of defrauding black people. So what does he do? What does he do? He brings in God. He brings in the Lord. That's how you know, okay, here we go. Here comes some bullshit. Let's keep going. Let's keep scrolling. Second tweet. I will thoroughly address these same allegations in caps once more publicly on Treef Talks Tuesdays, September 5th, with the same radical transparency I've been giving the last 5 years consistently. Why do you keep only going back 5 years? Is it because before them 5 years you was a felon? Oh, that's something else. I'm not going to get into all that. I'm not going to get, y'all look it up yourselves. Y'all Pocket Watching with JT is a channel that's been kind of exposing a lot of what's been going on with this. Is it because, I don't know, you know? Look it up yourselves. Don't listen to me. But my question is, why you gotta wait? Today is, for those of you watching in the future, today is August 25th. On August 25th, 2023, Jay Morrison says that he's going to address the allegations September 5th, 2023. The fuck you waiting on, nigga? Nigga, that's after Labor Day. Nigga, we in the summertime. You talking about addressing us in the fall. This nigga gonna wait till all the Labor Day barbecues are done. He gonna wait till all the time, you know, people doing their all white parties right now. Nigga, it's all white party season right now. And you talking about addressing these allegations after you can't wear white no more. Huh? Fuck going on here, Jay? You need a week and a half to get your lies together, buddy boy. You need 10 days so you can get your lies. You bring up God. Anytime you use words, when people use filler words like radical, that's how another cue that they bullshit. Niggas you don't ever think about it. You don't talk like that in your normal day-to-day life. You don't be like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go out to the beach today, and I'm going to approach today's beach day with radical energy and have fun with my family. Nobody does that. So when people talk about something, I'm going to radically do this, and I'm going to radically do that. That means you radically bullshit, and I think you radically full of shit, nigga. Talking about something radical, they want to bring God into it. Man, leave God. You ain't no man of God, nigga. Nigga, you a man of the evil God, the dark God. The God of slander, the God of deception, motherfucker. Maybe, yeah, there are gods over that. I just got a new order. Appreciate the order. Yes, sir. Somebody got an order. Nigga talking about something. This motherfucker Black Me Bang said I haven't heard radical since Ninja Turtles. Yeah, you're right. That's how, which one was that? The one with the orange. Raphael, the orange Ninja Turtle. Radical, dude. We're gonna get radical, dude. Nigga talking about some radical. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Let's keep going. And I don't like the name of his company, Treff. That's too close to trifling. Treff, what the fuck is this? I don't like the name of that. I don't like the energy on that name. It's too close to trifling. He says, I will be addressing all Treff partners as I always do. No one is greater than the group and no one represents the fund but me. It's visionary and fiduciary responsibility. The one God called, prepare, and equipped to do this work of unifying and repairing a broken people. Again, listen to this shit here. Listen to this shit. Listen to the ego on this little motherfucker. How tall is Jay Morrison? Somebody in the chat will tell me. This nigga can't be taller than 5'6". He's talking like a 5'6" nigga. And no disrespect to you short motherfuckers, but y'all know how y'all get down. How tall is Jay Morrison? This nigga gotta be 5'6" and under. 5'8", the tallest. But this nigga Jay Morrison, anybody in the chat room help me out. How tall is Jay Morrison? This can't be a 6 foot. This can't be a 6 foot and up nigga. We 6 foot. We 6 foot and taller niggas operate differently. He can't be 6 feet tall. Nah. Biz Marti says he's tall. I don't believe you, nigga. Come on. Jay Morrison cannot be over 6 feet tall. He got to be a little ass nigga. Oh, I just got a text. He's 6'1"? Oh, hell no. And I've been talking all this shit about you short niggas. That nigga my height or inch shorter than me. I'm 6'2". God damn. Jay Morrison over 6 feet? Fuck. I mean, I'm getting a text from someone who met him before. They saying he's 6'1". Man, this nigga turned around and look at the highlight. He said, the one God called and prepared. Somebody is saying 5'9". Mr. King said is say 5'9" on the internet. This nigga, it said the one God called. Wow. That's some nerve right there. Oh, he said Julian Gordon short. Salute to Julian Gordon. That's the man that called out Jay Morrison for taking 40 grand of his smackaroos. But this man said God called. When people bring in we're talking about, we're using words like that niggas don't normally use, and then bringing in God. Look at this nigga right here. Yeah. He looks like someone that would say God called. This motherfucker right here. And that's another one of my other rules is you never trust a nigga with a thin mustache and a thin goatee. And thin goatee having ass niggas. Niggas with a thin line goatee or a thin mustache, you don't trust them niggas. Cause that's too close to having no facial hair. And you really don't trust a black man with no facial hair. If I see a black man with no facial hair, I think he coming to dupe me out of my real estate. But you don't trust them thin mustache niggas either. Yeah, that is the fuckboy hand rub. He has that fuckboy hand rub going on. Look at my money. Come give me my money. He making all you light-skinned niggas look bad. This motherfucker Jay Morrison, if you ask me, he a light-skinned brother polite. Yes, I said it. I always thought that. That nigga light polite. See, a lot of you niggas saw polite coming because he looked like he just got out of jail. That nigga brother polite look like Isis Wisdom. I'm not gonna say it. But that's wrong. What he do? He look like her. But anyway, that dude polite. You know, polite look mischievous. This is light polite right here. Cause he look like a light skin. Don't this look like a white collar crime ass nigga to you? Allegedly, supposedly, I don't know. This looks like a white collar crime ass nigga, if you ask me. He looked like the kind of nigga who back in the 90s, he was doing check scams. Y'all remember in the 90s? I remember back in the 90s. It was always, I know because it was a nigga at my church. It was the main one. I met this dude in my church. Santoshi said polite skin. Y'all stupid. This motherfucker, he looked like it, man. This nigga look cheesy. Man, he looked like he used to run them check scams back in the 90s. So for those of you back in the 90s, what people would do is they would get someone's checks and then wash them. They would go, and I knew niggas. Here's one dude I knew from my church. I ain't gonna say his name, but this cat from my church was the main one, and he would like go to people's house, go to people's mama's house, and get like one of their checks, and then he washed their checks, and like when it's already written with the signature on it, and then wash it, everything except for the signature, and then re-put a different number in, or they would go and get that account number, and they would reprint checks. They would print their own checks with your mama's account number on them. Niggas was doing that shit back in the 90s. Jay Morrison, I'm not saying he is, it's alleged. This is me just talking shit. I'm a social commentator at YouTube. I'm not saying he did it. I'm not on no Tasha K shit. I ain't saying he did nothing. All I'm saying is he looked like one of them motherfuckers back in 1999 that would get people, that would go in somebody's checkbooks and wash their checks and take and lift their signature. And then another scam they was doing back in the 90s was called a kiting thing. And I know that in the early 2000s too, because I used to work at the bank. And they would get checks, and there would be 3 or 4 people they would get 3 accounts, and they would write a check to one account, and then as soon as that account gets deposited, that check gets deposited, they'd write a bigger check out of that account to a different account, and they would kite checks between 3, 4, 5 accounts and build it up. And by the time all the checks, because what they would do is they wouldn't do it on brand new accounts. They would hold these accounts. They would have these accounts open and dormant for like a year and a half, and kind of keep them active to get the bank to build up their line of credit, their check writing approval. And then when they get to that kiting thing, they would kite the money up $10, $15, $20,000, and then by the time all the checks cleared, $50,000, $100,000, depending on the size of the account. By the time all the checks cleared, all the money was gone and the niggas was out there. Jay Morrison looked like one of them motherfuckers that was doing that. That nigga, he looked like one of the niggas that got me written up when I worked at the bank. Dwan. I happened to me when I was 18. I was green-eyed, bushy tail, my first job out of high school. I'm in college, working at the bank. And I'm over here like, yeah, I'm cashing a check, put the person's thumbprint on. Then my manager came to me and was like, did you get 2 forms of ID? I'm like, yeah, I got 2 forms of ID. They're like, well, that check for $7,500 didn't clear. And the person didn't have an account. And I almost got written up because of one of you Jay Morrison ass niggas. Back in 2000. Fuck y'all. So he says, no one is going to shame us or disgrace us out of doing the work of God. The work God called us to. Another God, nigga? Come on. Bruh. How many times is this nigga gonna bring up God? What's up, Eddie Floyd in the chat room? I saw your post earlier, man. Rest in peace to your mom, man. Rest in peace. I saw your post maybe literally about 3 minutes before I went online. Rest in peace. That's a good dude right there. Eddie C. Floyd. That's a good dude right there. It's always good seeing you when you in LA, my brother. Always. Always good seeing you. Good-hearted brother right there. Good seeing you in the chat room. But yeah, he's bringing up God again. Why you keep bringing up God? That's how you know people full of shit. What's up, Hartoons? When they bring the Lord and Savior into their shit. Where was God when you had that money that you were supposed to be investing in this real estate? See, this is why I'm talking about this. Look, I'm gonna say this last part, then I'm gonna read this last part, then I'm gonna get into talking about why I'm talking about this. Look at this shit. After all of this, you had $12 million that black people entrusted you with. You bought one building, and there's allegedly $700,000 left in that account. And allegedly, you spent $2.5 million. You paid your own advertising company $2.5 million to advertise this whole thing. And you're talking about giving away a free acre of land? What? What? What kind of hoe ass pimp shit is that? A free acre of land? Apparently what I've been hearing is apparently over 15,000 black people donated to this man. And he's talking about giving away a free acre of land. Where is the land? He gonna give you some landlocked acre that has no water access, and it's gonna need 1,000 easements to access the nearest road. He's talking about God and a financial literacy game show. Giving away a free acre of land, God, and a financial literacy game show. Why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because I'm tired of black people being defrauded. Yeah, God told him to repair broken people. The only person broken is you, nigga. You broken because you keep stealing from people. And I know the first thing a lot of people like to do is pile on black people. Oh, black people, we trust anybody. And the second thing people want to do is pile on the black person. Oh, you can't trust a black person because look at now this. And all this fallout's going to come. Even the preeminent black financial scholar of today, or at least online, Boyce Watkins, backed Jay Morrison's play for years. So even our preeminent online scholar that talks money and finance backed the play of somebody who's now talking about God and a free acre of land. Me personally, I never invested in Jay Morrison. He got that building. I remember when Vlad was talking. That's back when I used to watch Vlad. I don't watch Vlad. I stopped watching Vlad years ago. But back when I still did watch Vlad. I remember even Vlad talking about something. I'm not going to do that. And what I don't like seeing is the white boy was right and the so-called black financial expert was wrong. I don't like the optics of it. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck about the optics of it because I don't care. People need to be focused more so on the substance of things, not people running their mouth. So in the future, will I invest in black people? Hell yeah. This ain't going to stop me from investing in black people. But while that's being said, we got to call out these people who lean and depend on the hearts of black folks with minds like mine. So many black people out here that do things the right way with good hearts, who want to see us do better. There's so many black people out here who want to see us in a better position. So when they hear about a chance to donate a couple $100 into a real estate fund, you better motherfucking deliver. We at a time where black people, we don't need excuses, man. We don't need excuses no more, man. We need deliverance. We need people to deliver. Be who the fuck you say you are. Tired of this, man. I'm tired of it, man. Tired of black society being used as an ATM for people that have nefarious ideas and plans. We too good. We're good-hearted people. We're kind-hearted people. And all I gotta say is this. Hopefully Boyce comes out and says something, because you did point people in the direction of Jay Morrison. I saw Tariq backed off him years ago, so I'm not expecting him to say anything, because I remember years ago Tariq backed off of him, so I'm not expecting him to say nothing. But Boyce has to say something. You got the woman beater to your left and the scammer to your right, Boyce. This dude that, and another reason why I'm bringing up Rick Mathis, the guy that beat the Went woman, I saw a video earlier this week from Raheem Shabazz, and I like salute to Raheem Shabazz. Raheem Shabazz is a black man who made a 3-part documentary series called Elementary Genocide. And Elementary Genocide was a great documentary film that, during my days working with children, it really helped me point out and see what I was dealing with. So, Raheem Shabazz, he's forever, in my opinion, etched in the 100 category. Raheem Shabazz put out a video saying that he helped this Rick Mathis character put together this B1 documentary for Boyce Watkins. And at the last minute, this Rick Mathis character kicked our brother Raheem Shabazz off of the producer credits. I don't even want to get into that. I don't like dealing with mess, man. I don't. But I got to stick with it. I told y'all back when, in December, this is the 7 of Hearts year. The 7 of Hearts is all about exposure. It's all about bringing to the light the bullshit. This is exposure season for real. I didn't tell y'all who was going to be exposed. I didn't know. I don't know how these cards are going to play out. I just know that they're going to play out. And I told y'all this 7 of Hearts here. I'm just, for those of you who are mystified by my card reading ability, I encourage you to go back and just listen to my shows all year about what I say is coming. And God damn it, this shit's happening the way. Trump got arrested, put up in the motherfucking mugshotted. That bitch ass Giuliani got exposed for that RICO law bullshit that he created. Exposure season is here, folks. But Boyce got to say something. Boyce isn't directly involved. Boyce didn't scam anybody like Jay Morrison scammed people, not Boyce, making it very clear. Boyce didn't beat any women up, right? That Rick Mathis dude did. Boyce didn't screw Raheem Shabazz out of his film. Rick Mathis did. But I got a lot of love and respect for Raheem Shabazz. I met him in person in D.C., then again in Dallas. He came out to the show. Everything about Raheem Shabazz seemed to be 100 to me. He putting his own reputation out there. So Boyce got to say something. And all I know is if Boyce says something, all I got to say, Boyce, just please, whatever you do, don't bring in white people on this. All right? Please. 'Cause I know Boyce tends to do that. He tends to, well, white people scam too, and they do scam. But you're not the person that I'm making it very clear. Boyce Watkins is not the person I'm saying scammed anybody. Boyce Watkins did not scam a single person. I'm not saying he did at all. I'm saying it is suspected that Jay Morrison did. And since we respect Boyce for his financial literacy, a lot of people took his word when they invested with Jay Morrison. So Oh, you said Rick didn't take his credit. Rick didn't take his credit. Rick didn't allow. He said, okay. I'm getting. Let me correct myself. Rick didn't take Boyce's Raheem Shabazz's credits. He didn't allow Raheem Shabazz to speak at the premiere. That's what it was. That's what it was. He didn't allow him to speak at the premiere, and he kind of boxed him out. But why the fuck would you box out Raheem Shabazz? So Raheem Shabazz is the one that exposed Rick Mathis for being the abuser that he allegedly apparently is. So it's a lot of mess going on right now in black society. And people, and I'm talking about this because on one hand, y'all know me, this is a very positive black channel. And I'm always talking about the good that we do and the positivity that we do. But I got to talk about this shit too. Because it's happening. I'm not going to ignore this stuff and act like we are perfect people. We fucked up. And it's a lot of fucked up shit we do to each other. So when someone like Jay Morrison loses that much amount of money, whether he did it intentionally or not intentionally, however it is, we have to address it. And we got to be transparent. And we got to be open with one another. And we got to be willing to talk about these things like, hey, what the fuck is going on? Because I'm tired of us getting scammed. That's a good point, Breeze. That's a good point in the chat room. Said Boyce moving like a white supremacist, playing both sides of the fence. It's a good point. So DJ Scrap Dirty said Boyce put the wrong folks in the stage. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, man, look, part of moving forward as a people, one part of our collective healing is being transparent when we wrong. I'm sure as I move forward in this game that I do, there are going to be people that I endorse or like that's going to turn out to be not who they said they was. I'm sure it's going to happen. It happens to all of us. We all may start with somebody and think they one thing, and then as you get further down the line, you realize it's something different. I don't fault a person for being around the wrong kind of people because shit happens. The question is, when it comes out, when it's exposed, when we find out what it is, how do you rectify it? How do you fix it? How do we fix it? Well, part of the way of fixing it is to be 100 and to be honest and tell the truth. Hey, I fucked up. If Boyce just came by and said, you know what? I like Jay as a person. I considered him a friend. And I like the idea of the Tulsa Real Estate Fund because it's a chance. And as a financial expert, I see that as a chance that can involve multiple black people to invest in real estate. But hey, he ain't who I thought he was. And I got fooled. I'm sorry. I'm I respect that. But if he come out saying, well, white folks they do that thing too. And, yeah, Jay did a bad thing, but, white folks do it too now. Now, at that point, I'm going to be like, hey, brother, no. White supremacy, yes. Is it the underlying cause of our issues and things that we go to? Yeah. But there are things that we can do in-house that ain't got a damn thing to do with white supremacy. There are things that we can do in-house that ain't got a damn thing to do with white supremacy. And that is when we invest with other black people, we be impeccable with our word. We get places on time. We listen to our brother. We follow through. And shit happens. So, and if shit happens, be open about it happening. Hey, I thought we was going to go here, but shit happened and it went there. And let us know so we can do something about it, so we could be there with you to help you dig you out that hole. That's where we got to be with it now. Ain't no more of this, trust me because I'm black and because I've titled my movie B1. And I say black first every other chance I get. That's not enough anymore, homie. That ain't enough anymore, people. My nigga Titus in the chat room. Good seeing you at the Hidden History show this past couple weeks ago, bruh. Good seeing you. Hey, Titus, Hollywood Bowl on Sunday, bruh. If you and the wife ain't doing nothing, Morris Day and the Times at the Hollywood Bowl on Sunday, bruh. Think about it. Think about it. Anyway, so yeah, and another thing I heard on the Pocket Watching with JT YouTube show, apparently Jay Morrison didn't own anything, but when the whole real estate, after he got this money from black people, he bought his first house, apparently, allegedly, according to that YouTube channel. So people are being exposed right now, man. I told y'all the theme of this year when I did the card reading last December, people you love are going to be exposed. People that you rock with, people that you thought they was doing one thing, it's going to be something else. TK Kirkland, all that. I'm a tough guy. But you got knocked out and you called the police on Scruncho? All that money talking, you do TK, you do Charleston White like that? Rick Mathis, you pulled Raheem Shabazz from speaking at the event and doing all kind of shady shit? That's why I always end my shows the same way, y'all. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages. Because people... Oh yeah, Turning the Closer did get on him a while back. Because people will fuck up. People are assholes. People are assholes. So so you can't follow people, you gotta follow ideologies. Follow your inner wisdom. Follow yourself. Trust yourself. Just because a person's putting up black first and black this, don't mean that they trustworthy. Just because somebody's saying just because someone appears like they got everything together and they have more money than you, doesn't mean they know any more to do with the money than you do. Trust your instinct. That's right, Forever Joe. Back in December, I called this on my card reading. I called this on my card reading show. I wanted to read some of Jay Morrison's cards, but damn it, I gotta go pretty soon because I got a concert to go to tonight. I think what I'm gonna do is, as this story develops, I'm gonna keep talking on it. But I do see that Jay Morrison has a jack of spades in his Pluto for the year. His yearly card, Jay Morrison's yearly card is a jack of spades in Pluto, and Pluto deals with what's hidden, what's underneath, what's deceptive, and the jack of spades is a card of the thief. So Here we go. Look at this. These are his cards for the year, Jay Morrison. That right there, that Pluto right there, you see right there, that bitch right there. That is the thief. Emotional heartbreak. Oh, yeah. It's a lot going on with this nigga underneath it all. It's a lot going on with him. Oh, yeah. But I'm going to let this story unfold. We don't know what's happening. We just know what's being talked about on a loose level. We're going to allow this story to unfold. And we're going to tap into this story as it develops and as it moves forward. All right. As far as same thing with TK Kirkland and Charleston White, we're going to be watching this. And then maybe sometime next week, I'm going to hit up Scruncho and see when he got time to interview and talk about this. And we're gonna get more of this story out. Because I was going to take some calls, but it's a lot of fun I'm having tonight, all right? I'm going somewhere to have a lot of fun tonight, so I got to get ready for that. Yeah. Great Black Charles said, can you get me and Larry on tour? Yeah, I'll be out there. I did a Dallas show. I'm going to be out there and do some more shows. Larry going to be out here for the Hidden History Museum show May 16th. Larry going to be out here for that show. So you're going to see me and Larry do our thing for that show. But let's follow this story. But yeah, I'm not here to allow black people to scam other black people and get away with it and hide behind being black. Because it's always somebody be like, man, they black, man. You need to let white folks expose them. You need to let No. We need to take care of shit in house. You fuck us over, then let us fuck you over in house. I don't know if Jay Morrison did what he did. I don't know. This is all alleged. I don't know. I'm encouraging you guys to do your own research. Now this nigga talking about some God. Fuck out of here. This nigga P. said his next venture is the Lagos real estate fund. Ha! Y'all stupid. Yeah, I ain't gonna take no calls today because I have fun to have tonight. But anyway, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. Pay attention to what's being exposed. Let's watch this. This shit is not done. It's happening, and it's happening fast. Let's watch it unfold and observe. And I'm gonna end y'all like I always end with saying this. There are no perfect messengers, only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. All right? Y'all have a good one. And just make sure that y'all stay true to your heart. Don't fall in love with people, man. More exposure is coming this year. More people that we love, know, people that we hate, whatever it is, people who ain't doing shit, people who are not in alignment with their message are being exposed. Expect more people who are not in alignment with their message to be exposed. But when they get exposed, don't trip. Take what you learn from them, apply what you learned, let everything else go. And if you want to learn how to read cards the way I read cards, inbox me. I got my card reading class. The next class is going to be September 10th. Salute to everybody who signed up for the card reading class. Y'all got your, we're 1 week in. And so if you still want to sign up for it, slots are still available. I'm only giving out 4 more slots for this semester. It's going to be a 12 to 15 week long semester on how to read playing cards. All right. Make sure y'all have a good one. And I'm out.